أهلا بكم مستمعينا الأعزاء. والآن في فقرتنا الأولى واللقاء الأول لهذا اليوم. نجري هذا اللقاء عبر الهاتف مع السيد أسلام، وهو أحد المرشحين لمنطقة ويليامز لاندين ووردز في الانتخابات القادمة لبلدية ويندهام. واللقاء سنجريه باللغة الإنجليزية، فيمكنكم المشاركة أثناء جريان اللقاء عبر الهاتف 941-983-77. Dear listeners, now over the phone we're going to have a chat with Mr. Sayeed Aslam, and he's running for Wyndham's Landing Ward in the upcoming Wyndham City Council election. Good evening, Sayeed.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you very much for this opportunity, and a very warm welcome to all the listeners of Eritrean Radio.
You are more than welcome, Sayeed. So, wa alaikum assalam. And Sayeed Aslam, who is Sayeed Aslam?
أنا كلمت عربي مش كامل. أنا اسمي أصل سعيد أسلم باوزير. أنا مولود في الهند، ماما بابا يمنيين، مولود في الهند كله العيش. يعني فهمت عربي ما فهمت كله.
عايز تتحدث باللغة العربية؟
كلمت بس مش كلمت كامل.
مش كملت كامل. أوكي. طيب خلينا let's mix up a little bit. When you feel like you want to say a few words, you are more than welcome.
Yes. So thank you so much for giving me this opportunity, and a very warm welcome to all your listeners.
Yep, not a problem. So, Sayeed, who is Sayeed Aslam? Can you tell my audience about yourself?
Yeah, my name is Sayeed Aslam. I was born in India. I came to Australia in 2002 as a student, and like any other journey, started my journey with student and then got my citizenship and settled. I live in Truganina near Al-Taqwa Mosque in Williams Landing Ward in Wyndham City Council. I am an engineer by education. I've got 3 masters. I did my masters in engineering from Victoria University in 2002. Then I did my masters in project management from RMIT. I'm very passionate about learning, and the most recent thing that I did is one of the most prestigious course in Australia from Melbourne Business School. It's called the Senior Executive MBA. So that's my educational background, but I've always been a community man. I run a small business. I'm an entrepreneur in my own capacity.
Okay, Sayeed, you told me your background is Yemeni, yeah?
Yes.
From Yemen?
Yes.
And you born in India?
Yeah, I was born in India. My Qabail is Bawazir.
And you grow up as Indian?
Yes, I grew up as an Indian. So by blood, I'm a Yemeni. By birth, I'm an Indian. By naturalization, I'm an Australian. Yeah.
Beautiful. Lucky people in Wyndham City. They are going to have a real person from a real multicultural background. They will be very lucky. Wish you all the best, brother. And inshallah, we'll see you in the office in the coming election. And Sayeed, you talked while you are introducing yourself. In 2016, you founded the HACO to help. It is a non-profit organization, I believe, and it helps to those in need in the funeral services. So can you tell us a little bit about that? Because as you know, it's very important theme for our communities here, especially the Muslim community.
Yep. As you are aware that we are first generation migrants in our countries where we come from. We have got a very good social net. If كل نفس ذائقة الموت, everyone has to die, irrespective of who it is.
Yep.
So in our countries, we have got the social net to, if anyone dies, because from centuries old, the system is there. But in Australia, because we are the first generation migrants, we didn't have that system in place. So a group of passionate individuals like me, a lot of people who are behind the scenes who work for this, as a team, I am just the face. We started this organization called Hamwatan Australia Community Organization.
Yep.
It's an amazing organization. We only cater to the funeral needs of the community. And it's beautiful that we do not have any membership, any fees, any enrollments or anything. We serve anyone and everyone who comes to us, irrespective of the background, which region he comes from, which language he speaks, which cultural diversity he comes from. It doesn't matter to us. We just cater to the needs of the funeral needs of the community. Mm-hmm. It works on a contribution to contribution model. So the community contributes for the organization in various forms and shapes. Like people who have money will donate, people who have time will volunteer, people who have ideas and intellectual capital will make it develop or improve it.
Yep.
And when the community needs, we give it back to the community. We work mostly in the western suburbs of Melbourne. At this point in time, alhamdulillah, we have got assets in 4 different cemeteries: Flinders Memorial Park, Medingley Cemetery, Trapanina Cemetery, and Werribee Cemetery. In the last 8 years, alhamdulillah, we were able to serve 36 funerals of the community, and today, as of today, we have got 24 graves in stock, and we can serve anyone who comes to us anytime. All the information is available on the website. It is called HACO, HACO, HACO.org.au. I am just the face. There is an entire team who works behind it, and I am honored that I'm leading this, and we have got more than 80 volunteers who contribute their time, effort, intellectual capital to make this organization self-sustainable and workable.
Okay, Sayeed, thank you for deep explanation about this organization and the service that you provide. So if you go back to the election issue, what is the number of your election ward? I mean, the population.
Yeah, so Wyndham is a very dynamic community. In 2020, there were 3 wards. So we were having single wards, multiple councillors, but since 2024, the system has changed. Most of the councils in Victoria, there are 79 councils in Victoria, and there's election going on in almost all of them except 1 or 2 where there is administration.
Okay.
Now, Wyndham has 11 wards. And in these 11 wards, there's an average of 20,000 voters per ward.
20,000?
20,000. So in total, there will be more than 220,000 voters. Williams Landing is the ward with the highest number of registered voters.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a really challenging election.
Yes. And see, these elections are local government elections, so the Australian democracy functions in 3 layers. We have got federal elections where we talk about the national politics, then we have got state-level politics, and then this is local governance. And local governance is probably the closest to the community. It is the most competitive, the least powerful, but it is closest to the community.
Yep. Okay, Sayeed, if you win in this election, and we wish you all the best, what is the services that you're going to provide to your voters?
So any community has 2 types of needs. Any community, irrespective of region and religion. Mm-hmm. One is their emotional needs, okay, what they believe, what they want, and how they want it.
Yep.
The second is their physical needs. Physical needs in essence of their basic infrastructure. So when I come into council, inshallah, my job is to balance between the emotional and the physical needs. So representing the emotional aspect of a community, what they believe in, why they want it the way they want it. And that is irrespective of region and religion. So representing that and fulfilling the emotional needs of the community is what will my be focus. At the same time, I will be working for the development of the infrastructure. Williams Landing especially has many issues. In particularly, we do not have a school in Williams Landing. Mm-hmm. And because Williams Landing is a very congested area, a lot of businesses operate here. There are 11,000 homes. So technically, there are roughly 12 to 15,000 cars. Okay, So imagine the amount of traffic congestion. Yep. There is no school. And then there's only one station, which is Williams Landing Station. Yep. There are only 500 car parks. The amount of people who commute from Williams Landing to city is very high.
Yep.
If you go after 7:15, 7:30, you do not get a parking.
Mm-hmm.
Someone has to go to Laverton to get parking. Now, working with the council and educating, coming up with innovative solutions, how we can reduce this? Can we increase the number or the frequency of buses? Can we do flexi rides in buses? Can we come up with cluster parking areas where you can park in a different location and then you run buses from there to the train station? That will ease a bit of traffic as well. So working on these innovative solutions, trying to find, work on the infrastructure and traffic congestions is what my focus will be.
Yep. And I think you mentioned the physical and
emotional needs, yeah.
Emotional, yeah. Okay. So, Sayeed, at the moment in the council, did you see the council in Wyndham at the moment, the present council? It does represent all the residents in your area, or?
Yeah, so we have got 11 sitting councillors.
11?
And, 11 councillors.
Yep.
So irrespective of which year, there were always 11 councillors, and it was very well represented in its own capacity. Now, any democracy is fully functional only when it has got its true representation of a community.
Yep.
Okay, and the true representation of a community only comes with the true participation of a community. Mm-hmm. You have to participate in the process. You have to utilize the vote right that the Constitution has given you. You have to vote. Then only you can be part of it.
Yep.
Traditionally, 10% people don't vote. 15% people vote wrongly. So that's 25% of the people out of the game.
Yep. Okay.
And one
keep going.
Yeah, one of the most important things is understanding the real role of a councillor. There is a misconception that the role of a councillor is just about rates, rubbish, and roads. No, the fundamental role of a councillor is to bond with communities. Because in Wyndham, there are communities which come from more than 160 different nations.
Okay.
There are communities within communities. And the most important thing is building a bond, building a bridge among all these communities, getting the communities together so that they become a cohesive community. At the same time, communicating what the community needs to the council.
Yep.
And then communicate to the community what are the initiatives that the council is taking.
Yep.
What are the benefits? And doing this in an effective manner is very important. And as a councillor, it's a bridge between the community
and the government.
Council and them.
Yep.
Yeah, it is to facilitate. It is to facilitate at both ends. And it's a very challenging role.
Yep.
You might be amazed that a councillor is an unpaid job.
Yep.
It demands more than 15 to 20 hours a week.
That's right.
So someone has to commit that amount of time, stealing that time from his family, friends, and his own time to give it to the community. Unless and until he's not dedicatedly passionate about it, he cannot do it.
Yep. Okay, Sayeed, I'm going to hold you. We have got a caller.
Mm-hmm.
Hello. Yes, sir.
Hello.
Hello.
معك ياسر معك.
أهلا يا أبو عمار. تفضل.
Good. I'm just listening to the discussion, which is beautiful. Brother Sayeed, I think his name is Sayeed, I think.
Sayeed, yes.
Yes, Sayeed. I just want to...
Sayeed Aslam.
Aslam. I just want to point a few point feedback, and then I'll ask him a question quickly.
Go ahead.
Sayeed, as you know, these days parliamentarians and politicians, including councillors, has been affecting by the local and international news. And I would like to make it easy for you here. Council-nominated people or person will have challenges locally when we need to build mosques, Islamic schools. Council have negative effects or progress in the building process to get approved some of the programs, community centers mainly, when we need from the Muslim community. I know you said the council that you are reflecting or talking about, it's a very diverse, but we have also lots of Muslim active members in the area that we know. And the second challenge in that process of approval, what are the effects that you will bring to the local community, mainly the Muslim community? And the second challenge we are facing, as you know, is internationally dynamic of the current war happening both in Ukraine and Palestine. Mainly, I would talk about Palestine because it affects our community. And if we focus on Palestine, it becomes clear that it's affecting the local Muslim Australian residents. What are the positive things that you could bring to these communities? Because everyone is talking about his voters. So for us as a Muslim in local area to vote for yourself or likewise, what are the things that you are going to contribute positively to our community? That's the question for me.
Okay, thank you, Yasser. Hello, Sayeed.
Thank you very much for this question, Yasser. As I said, I have clearly mentioned that the emotional needs of the community are very important.
Yep.
Okay, and one of the emotional needs that our community is facing now is Gaza. And it's not just our community. Anybody who is having any sort of a remorse or feeling for humanitarian grounds, whether the war is happening in Ukraine or any atrocities anywhere in the world, in our own capacity, we need to raise a voice. And no matter how much you protest outside the council, it's going to be of no use. You have to have someone inside who can raise the voice. And that's what we all are trying as a community to make a difference.
Okay. Thank you, Sayeed. And I think maybe you'll go back to Yasser. Oh, he's gone already. Okay. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay. I think we have got another caller. Just hold it, Yasser. Okay, Sayeed.
Yeah.
So when is the election?
The timeline for the election is on 9th of September, the nominations open. And on 17th of September in the afternoon, the nomination closes. On 18th of September, the nomination or the final draw for the ballot is done. So the ballot will come out on 18th of September. From 7th of October, the Victorian Election Commission will be posting the ballot to your place with a prepaid envelope. So it's a postal ballot. You have got time up till 25th of October to fill in your ballot and return it back.
Yep.
The ballot should be received by the Victorian Election Commission by the 1st of November. If not, then technically you haven't voted in the election.
Okay. And we have got, I think I've got Yasser back on the line.
Yes.
Hello, Yasser? Hello?
I'm with you.
Okay, go ahead, Yasser.
Sorry, I have extra question for Sayeed. Sayeed, as you know, thank you for the answer that you just elaborate or clarify to us. Since last year, Ramadan, I think the relationship between the Muslim Australian community and the current Labour government is not going well. And this is clearly from the issue that we are facing emotionally from Gaza and the war that's happening in there. Just honestly, I'm asking with all these nominated in the council, Victoria government and federal, and we have to be honest here to our community. Are you independently standing as a nominee, or you are backed up by the two biggest party, Liberal or Labour Party?
Yep. Okay, let's go back to Sayeed. Hello,
yes.
Sayeed.
Yes, I'm with you.
The mic is for you.
Yeah. So I would like to answer this question in two parts. First, I am not part of any political party.
So you are independent?
No.
Independent.
I'm a complete independent. That is my first answer.
Okay.
The second thing, any community in the world, irrespective of its size, should not and cannot outsource its leadership. We cannot be reliant on others to lead us. And building leadership is a very long process. It can't be done in 1 year or 1 decade.
2 years, yep.
It takes a lifetime process.
Mm-hmm.
So we, irrespective of any community that we are, we need to build our own leaders. And that's what I strongly believe in. And I have taken this initiation. In this entire lifetime, I might not be able to achieve it, but I will at least sow the seed for it. And inshallah, the future generation will take and make it happen.
Yep. Okay, as you know, Said, any job, either it's election or anything, it has got challenges. And can you tell us, or if you want to talk to us, what are the main challenges that you are facing in this election?
You're talking about the election, or you're talking about the post-election?
The post-election.
Now, when you get up to something, there is a lot of enthusiasm. And once you win, there will be a lot of expectations. Delivering to those expectations will be a challenge, and we will deliver based on the commitments and the support that we get from the community. We can only serve the community when the community is supporting us to serve them.
Yep. So, what do you want to say to the community in your area, Said?
Yeah, I want to say one fundamental thing. In 2002, when I was leaving my country and coming to Australia, my father told me...
So you came to Australia in 2002?
Yes, I came in 2002. And when I came, my father said me, "Jis mulk ki tameer mein tera haath nahi, us mulk ke mustaqbal mein tera hissa nahi." I will translate you this one.
I understood only the mustaqbal.
Yeah.
Mustaqbal is future, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
If you do not have a hand in building the nation, you will not have a share in its success or in its future.
Shared future. Okay.
Yeah. So you have to be part of the building of the nation. So when you're leaving this country and going, with the country that you are calling home, you should go and build it.
Yes.
That is my father's nasiha to me. And I want to give that to my generation and the next generation and the generation coming after that we need to build this nation and we need to be part of the building process. And to be part of the building process, we need to be leaders. We need to be leaders across the board. Leaders in business, leaders in politics, leaders in professional world, leaders in social service, leaders in religion, leaders in entrepreneurship. And that's the process that we strongly believe in, and we are working towards it.
Yep, I think this is a very important point that you mentioned, Said. And everyone in this great nation, it has got the opportunity to play his role and to become whatever he wants to become if he work hard for it. And especially on politics, how did you see the migrants' role in general, and especially the Muslim community role in contribution in elections?
In any democratic process, democracy is only functional when everybody is truly represented in it. And you can only be represented when you take part in it. Okay? And because the flip side of democracy is that the majority will rule.
Yep.
If you do not participate, then the majority might take a wrong decision.
Yeah,
but if you want to stop it, you have to be part of it, participate in it. And voting is not a game. It is a responsibility. It is a responsibility on you because you get that opportunity only once in a 4-year time. If you use it sensibly, you will elect a good leader. If you elect a good leader, the whole community will benefit. If you use it based on your bias, you are voting for your friends, you are voting for your community only, you are not thinking beyond that, then you might elect a wrong person. If you elect a wrong person, the community will lose at large. It is essential to understand that a candidate only contests The community will win an election or lose an election. If a right candidate is elected, then the community, irrespective of the region, religion, ethnic, cultural backgrounds, they all win because the right person will bring the communities together. He will bond them. He will make them as a cohesive community to progress for everyone's benefit. But if you select a wrong person, then he will come and play politics. We are seeing that. The world today is not because of the capability of the incapable, but because of the incapability of the capable. If the right people took the right decision and stood for the right reason, then we wouldn't have seen all these wars that are happening in the world. Because the people who are capable, who should have taken the decision, they are not taking. They are just being spectators. They are watching. They are not doing the right thing. That's what we are facing the problems for.
That's very true. So maybe if there is, I think I am done from my side, Sayeed.
Yeah.
And so, what do you want to say to
to viewers? It's a request. It's a request because your viewers might be across Victoria. There are 79 councils across Victoria. There are elections happening across the board. Please participate in that. Whoever you are voting to, irrespective of which council you are in, which ward you are in, make sure you evaluate the candidate properly. Yep. Participate in it. And voting is a responsibility. It is not a game. What you vote is what you get. If you plant a banana tree, you can only pluck bananas, not mangoes.
Yep.
So what you vote is what you get. It's a responsibility. Make sure you vote, you participate in it, and you vote for the right candidate.
Yep. Okay. Said, we wish you all the best in this coming up elections. And hopefully you'll be our guest as a councillor for Williams Landing or Wyndham.
Jazakallah khair. Thank you so much.
City.
If any of your community or extended community is living in Wyndham Council, in Williams Landing, please ask them to support me. My father said me, history has always shown, if you do not stand with the right people, you will have to bow in front of the wrong people. The choice is yours.
Yeah. So, how you can be contacted, Sayeed?
I've got a full-fledged website. It is Sayeed Aslam. I did send you the link. It is sayedaslam.com.au. It says everything and anything about me, what I studied, where I studied, what I do, what are my community initiatives, what are the issues that I will work on, how much educated I am, and what people say about me on my testimonials page. If you want to be a volunteer, you want to support me, there's a lot of information there.
Already I had a name just from a friend. I found one from the Eritrean community. He lives in that area, and maybe you'll know him. And he's a very active man. His name is Mahmoud Ahmed.
Mahmoud Ahmed.
Mahmoud Noor.
Mahmoud Noor, yeah.
You know that guy. عرفته. هو رجل نشيط إن شاء الله. And I'm sure he's listening to us right now.
Yeah.
And hopefully, inshallah, he will be supporting you. And if you have any messages to pass to the community, we are here every Monday from 6:30 to 8 o'clock in the evening, the Eritrean Voices Radio. So you can give us a call or you can text us a message, and we are ready to pass it to our audience and our listeners.
Jazakallah khair. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to speak and connect with your entire Eritrean community. I would like to ask one question from my behalf.
Go ahead.
Okay? Because we are such a diverse community, every community has its own aspirations, its own challenges.
Yep.
I would love to learn from you people. What is your expectation from me? What do you think if I win? How do you want me to serve you? What is your challenge that I can help with to unravel and make it easy for you? Please do message me in this. I want to learn from you. I want to connect with you, and I want to serve you people. So I need to know what your expectations are from my end.
Okay. As I said, you have got those two people. We have got Yasser and we have got Mahmoud.
Mahmoud, yeah.
And these guys, if you have a chat with them and have a coffee, and I will pay for that, or one of them will pay for it. So, and they can explain all the needs, especially for our community. Now we don't have enough time to discuss all the issues that we have. But through these two guys, maybe you will learn a lot of the needs from the Eritrean community in your area.
Jazakumullah khair. I request once again to please support me and vote for me and spread the word. And ask your friends, family, anyone who can vote for me to support me.
Yep, not a problem. Good luck سيد إسلام. مستمعينا الأعزاء، كان ذلك سيد إسلام، وهو الآن نازل لانتخابات ويليامز لاندين في الانتخابات القادمة لويندهام سيتي. Dear listeners, that was the candidate running for Williams Landing Ward in the upcoming Wyndham City Council election, Mr. Sayeed Aslam. We wish him all the best.